If you're Chinese or otherwise a Chinese cultural enthusiast, you know this is a mooncake. So the Moon Festival is around this time of year. It's also called the Mid-Autumn Festival or the Lantern Festival. It's got a lot of names. This is the pastry we typically ingest around this time of year. It's this lotus seed paste inside this brown dough shell. I've been eating these my whole life. They're one of my favorite things ever. This is actually a mini size one. The full size one is actually about yay round. I don't know the backstory behind these. I just know one of these is supposed to be shared among one family or one whatever group of people. And just as well because one of these is just highly caloric. I'm serious though, one of these is probably like 1,000 calories. Oh my god. I just googled how many calories are there in a mooncake. The energy content of a mooncake is approximately 1,000 calories. I was just kidding when I said, oh, it's 1,000 calories, but I wasn't even off. Yeah, I don't know much about the origin of mooncakes. I do know a little bit about the story behind the festival. Basically, there's this guy who saves the world from being apocalyptically roasted by an excess of suns in the sky, and the gods award him with an immortality elixir. Some people try to steal it, and his wife eats it in order to keep it from being stolen, and she flies to the moon. In some versions of the story, the guy is a massive jerk, and his wife eats the immortality pills in order to keep him from being a massively immortal jerk. Apparently now she lives on the moon with a bunny, living the dream. NASA has yet to find them, but I think they should check into one of those craters sometime. Anyway, mooncakes. So I wanted to be a nice coworker, and I brought in a whole box of mooncakes to share with everyone. Usually dessert foods go over really well with people, but most of my coworkers actually just kind of looked at them and were like, what are those? What is this weirdness? I wasn't offended or anything, but I guess from my perspective, having eaten these all my life, I thought it was kind of strange that no one else would want them. I told my parents about this. My dad pointed out that receiving new culture via your digestive system is considerably more intimate and does require more gusto than something more passive. Of course, receiving new culture is considerably easier if it's in a familiar format, like the Pocky stick. These aren't even Chinese. These are basically flimsy frosted biscuit sticks, although considerably easier to take in than the much more substantial, albeit fattening mooncake. In other news, I've watched all of The Fall on Netflix with Jamie Dornan of 50 Shades fame and Gillian Anderson of The X-Files. I think I know what went wrong with Jamie Dornan's performance in 50 Shades. I think he was trying to channel Paul Spector, but it didn't work out spectacularly. In any case, he makes a much better serial killer than bondage-loving millionaire, just my opinion. Doctor Who is playing in the background. They're marathoning it on BBC America. I'm gonna go back to my marathon. I'll see you guys later.